So Kathleen is a bathroom designer in Austin, Texas, and she's going to walk us through steps for how to plan a bathroom remodel. I know that can be overwhelming for a lot of people.
It can be overwhelming, and that's why a lot of people call me. But it's actually also very fun.
So I know you say the first step is to get clear on your motivation. Can you tell me what you mean by that?
What I mean by that is walk in your bathroom and decide what it is about your bathroom that bothers you. Is it something small? Is it you don't like the faucet in your sink? Is your bathroom dark and dreary and that you just can't do that anymore? Is your bathtub uncomfortable? There can be just little small adjustments you can make and you can avoid a big bathroom remodel. For example, I had a client who didn't want to look at her trash can while she was in the bathtub. Totally understandable, right? But we solved that problem by moving around her storage and putting the trash can in a different place. Problem solved, practically no money spent.
Did she remodel after that?
She did not remodel after that, yeah. We got really pretty storage though.
So the next step is to determine the scope of your bathroom remodel project. Can you tell us about that?
There's a lot of things involved in determining the scope. One of the first things and the most fun things you can do is decide what is your dream. What is your dream bathroom? And you get realistic about what your budget is, and then you can start to pick things based on your budget. But keep in mind your dream. It's really important because there are certain trade-offs you can make, and there are certain little tricks you can do to get the bathroom of your dreams without breaking the bank.
Do you have an example of that?
I do have an example of that. One of my favorite things is if a client wants new tile, but they don't have a huge budget, white ceramic tile is a beautiful choice. It comes in all different kinds of shapes, a subway shape or a square shape. Those shapes of white ceramic tile are a really budget-friendly option.
So you're kind of saying start with your dream, get in touch with your dream so that you can find workarounds that fit your budget.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Shauna.
Awesome. So after you've done your dreaming, then is it time to commit to a realistic budget?
Then it's time to commit to a realistic budget.
That's no fun.
Well, it isn't, but it doesn't have to be too painful. Do this. Figure out exactly how much money you have and then write it down, like in a Sharpie, big and bold, and hang it on your wall. So that's your starting point. But the thing about bathroom remodels, especially if you're in an older home, is there will be unexpected issues. So you aren't going to be able to spend you're not going to be able to plan to spend that much money because about 10% of that money, or maybe even a little bit more, will go to solving problems. So you take that number, or it can be a range, you deduct 10%. Now, write that number in the Sharpie and hang it on your wall. Take the other one down.
So that's the amount you can plan to spend?
That's the amount you can plan to spend is your total budget minus the 10%.
Okay.
That'll just be helpful because so when a problem arises, you don't have to panic. Everything's fine.
Okay. So what's the next step?
The next step is to research your line items. Be specific about the things that you're going to put in your bathroom. Put it on a spreadsheet, put the cost per item, and then don't forget to have a column for installation. You'll need plumbers, electricians, and maybe you have a general contractor there. The next thing you need to do is think about your timeline because you might have time restrictions. You might, maybe you're planning to put your home on the market, or maybe you're gonna have a baby, which would be so exciting. And then once you figure out your timeline, you need to understand that whether you're doing it yourself or hiring a contractor can make a big difference in your timeline.
How so?
Well, if you're doing it yourself, you have to factor in that you're going to have to learn these skills and you're going to have to buy or rent the tools, and there will be inevitable mistakes and tear-outs and redos. It's really, really hard to know what your timeline's going to be if you're doing DIY. So if you are on a timeline, I recommend using a contractor. A contractor will give you a timeline. He'll tell you when, he or she will tell you when the project will be done. But add a little time on to that, because like I said, they will be trying really hard to get it done by the time they said they would, but there are just some things they don't have control over.
So if you want to get all the steps, because we went over 5 of them, but really Kathy has 10 steps for planning for a bathroom remodel, head over to bathtubber.com remodeling. And over there, she shares exactly how to find the right designer for your project and what you need to consider when hiring a contractor, as well as some other really invaluable tips.